Today's episode of Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition is all about interpersonal relationships.
I strive to match your elegant sense of style.
When things have settled down a bit, I will take you to Val Royo and introduce you to my seamstress.
That never happens. It's kind of a
Appearances are
cheat.
important. We can't have you mistaken for a commoner.
God forbid.
I suppose it's important to show we're an authority to be respected.
Not just respected, my dear. Awed, feared, aspired to. You command an army of the faithful, outfitted by the coin of the nobility. You must be a woman who commoners aspire to be, and to whom nobles bow.
Well, when you put it that way.
That's quite a lot for one person to pull off, don't you think?
It is a challenge all great leaders must face, Inquisitor. The stories of your accomplishments will spread, and with them, doubt. Are you truly the woman from the tales? They will question what they've heard, but they will believe what they see. They must see someone greater than legends.
If that's your standard for me, what does the Divine have to live up to?
Andraste and the Maker cast very large shadows. The Divine absolutely must set the example for all Thedas. She must seem to be the embodiment of the Maker to the faithful. She needs the authority of the Maker and the charisma of Andraste. It will be no small task to fill that vacant throne.
I guess she really likes it if you ask her opinion on what the Divine should be. And now we're going to check out our quarters. This space is located just across from the Undercroft, so it's to the right of the throne, as opposed to the left. And it's kind of a disappointment. It's neat looking, but
They have certainly spent...
nothing really goes on here. You have this nice mural, our bed, which we will be upgrading, and a desk. And on the desk are schematics for upgrades to Skyhold. The space is never really used. If you are romancing certain people, those would be Dorian, Sarah, and Josephine, you'll end up in your room. Everyone else you end up fucking in like haylofts and shit like that. So it's not even really used for that. It does have a lovely view though. Let's see if gravity works here. No. This is one of the places in the game where it's too high, and if you bail off, it will reset you. And there's nothing up here, either. No treasure, no codex entries, just some shit. All in all, it's kind of just disappointing. Hopefully in some DLC they might make some use of it. But there's your room. And this is the garden. We couldn't come here the first time when we got Skyhold because the door was blocked off, but now it's open.
Not even here. This hold has everything.
And it will have these pots in which you can plant seeds that you'll find out in the world once you get to Skyhold, which is nice if you're trying to upgrade potions and there's some stuff that's just a bitch to find. We'll have the option to make it into the Chantry Garden, and it looks all nice in that picture, but it never gets nice. You don't get tons of flowers and nice grass. It still stays kind of ratty. We're taking the Herb Garden because it's just way more useful. And we get a poem out of it. How lovely. So if you choose the herb garden, you'll have 6 pots available for your planting needs. And every time you leave Skyhold and come back, there will be plants in the pots. I usually end up planting Blood Lotus, at least in 1 or 2, because I use that a ton for bees. Once you unlock all the seeds, plant whatever you want, and there you go.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
This will kind of give you the summary of the Legacy DLC from DA2, if you didn't play it.
Really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it. Don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
Don't blame yourself, Varric.
Nothing to do with this, Varric.
It was that stupid DLC.
Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carter to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
And now we're going to check in with Cassandra.
Good book.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because I suddenly went blind.
Oh, that. Just reports from Commander Cullen.
You're an excellent liar.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain.
Oh, but it is.
It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields. The latest chapter.
The latest chapter meaning you've read them all?
Not since this all began. We've been busy.
That's just her favorite.
Nobody asked you to winter.
I couldn't finish the last one you lent me. I actually feel dumber for having tried.
It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Who, me?
Maybe I should read that book.
You? No!
Why not me?
You're the Inquisitor.
Oh, I see.
They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish it. Command him to... Pretend you don't know this about me.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen. Yeah, we're gonna go talk to Varric right now.
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
She's a pretty big fan, in fact.
Are we talking about the same Cassandra? Tall, grumpy seeker, like stabbing things? Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
I was hoping to give it to Cassandra as a gift.
Oh, come on, that's just cruel. Even the Seeker doesn't deserve that. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial for Cassandra?
Hell yes.
That's a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to be there when you give her the book.
If you tell him no, he won't write it. So, abso-fucking-lutely, Varric.
You've got a deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
And there's no waiting period. We just walked right back outside.
What have you done now?
I get it, Seeker. You're still sore after our spat.
I'm not a child, Varric. Do not suggest I am without reason.
A peace offering. The next chapter of Swords and Shields. I hear you're a fan.
This is your doing.
You bet your ass.
Oh yes. Do you really think I'd miss this?
Well, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Still needs editing anyhow.
Wait!
You're probably wondering what happens to the Knight Captain after the last chapter.
Nothing should happen to her. She was falsely accused.
Well, it turns out the guardsman...
Don't tell me!
This is the part where you thank the Inquisitor. I don't normally give sneak peeks, after all.
Thank you.
This was everything I'd hoped.
I know how you feel.
I wonder if I have time to read the first part.
Don't forget to tell all your friends, if you have any. Completely worth it.
Yes, indeed. And now let's see what Josie's up to.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization.
Sounds perfect.
The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
The people coming know we just survived Corypheus and a dragon.
And they must be confident we are able to do so again. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus' attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
Well, at least it was quick.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
If you hit on Josie here, she's totally clueless and will turn you down.
You don't have to be so formal just because I'm Inquisitor now, Josephine.
Our allies and guests should see you treated with every courtesy, Inquisitor, especially considering the newness of your office. Fortunately, after your courage at Haven, it's no difficult task to do so.
Aww. And this is our new bar. It's much bigger than the one in Haven, and a lot of people hang out in here. Krem's over here in the corner, sometimes doing weird things to the chair. Bull's back here.
Have you seen otherwise? You've heard?
Sarah is up here on the second floor, tucked away into this little cubby.
I'll ask around again tomorrow.
And Cole's up here on the third floor. We're gonna go check in with Sarah today.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
Sure, why not?
All right, let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Verschel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up. So I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger than normal, I guess, because we both... Never mind.
Who's asking for this?
I'm asking, because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them, it's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
What does the Inquisition get out of this?
Nobles think everyone is out to get them. So when your helmets march through, both sides will think the other's your ally. Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen. Just like always.
Well, that doesn't sound too bad.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
By agreeing to do this, you unlock a war table mission. Send Colin. Make sure he's available.
All right.
And once that's passed... So it actually doesn't turn out too badly. We do get some diplomatic gains out of it, let's say. And we'll go let Sarah know the good news.
I hear Verschel was good pay for you, Inquisitor. Time to go see if my friends came through too. Got a location for a stash. Hopefully something nice for my trouble. Well, your trouble. Just let me know when you're ready to head out. Be sure to bring your empty pockets.
Who's putting up the reward for this?
I don't know. Sometimes it's pass the hat. Sometimes it's I lifted this from Master's vault. Doesn't matter, does it? Job done. Time to get what we're owed.
I'm ready if you are.
Always, yeah. My favorite part, this. Let's go see what friends can get us.
Yeah, let's go see.
Wait, this is weird.
What?
I was expecting a village or something. The people that leave me stuff don't trek out to places like this. Give me a city and I'll give you a tour, but surprise, surprise, I don't know stupid woods or ruins. What's that?
Don't hurt me. Harmond made me do it.
Uh-huh.
Right, things have gone sour, as they do.
No, it has to go right or he'll kill me for the marching. It wasn't my fault.
You were the one with the rumor out of Verschel. My friend.
You're her. You're the one he's waiting for. It's her. She's here. Red Jenny.
Oops. Stupid wall. There's a group of guys here to fight, but they're really no trouble at all.
Oh, hold on. I was not aware the Inquisitor was personally involved. This is a tragic misunderstanding. Let's all sheathe our swords, you walk out, and we'll conduct this like business.
Don't believe this pissbag. He started it.
There. That wasn't so hard, was it? We identified the confusion, and we worked past it. I'm Lord Pelharmond. I do hope, Inquisitor, that you continue to respond to reason. After all, your choice of company is hardly virtuous.
Freaking user, you are. Another noble prick who punches down.
We're the same, you and I. Well, that is overstating it. You are nothing like me. But we both need people.
And you're a
I
dick.
want to talk now, but Sarah's my ally. You attacked her friends.
Come now. You know how much her meddling cost me. Because apparently you were complicit. Honestly, previous to this very moment, I thought you'd also been tricked by these red jennies. Despite your foreign nature, as Inquisitor...
Hey,
you are
fuck
a
you.
social peer. I attacked them on behalf of us both.
Arse biscuit.
Quiet. Inquisitor, Herald, I don't want to be your enemy. I'm barely invested in being hers. If you are willing to recognize an opportunity, we could be exceptional partners.
You were up to something in Vishel, Harmond. What was it?
If you mean bettering my wealth and position, I'm always seeking that.
By getting people hurt?
Lady Shell Morveau and I were jockeying for the land south of Vershel. To claim land, you must populate it. My people encouraged her to leave. Her people answered in kind.
It's my kitty.
Really, it was all terribly standard displacement until your troops seemed to change the balance. Well played.
Stop talking to him. Really, just stop it.
No, we're going to continue.
What would you be willing to commit to the Inquisition?
Why even ask?
Because a leader needs such information to make informed decisions. My family has ties across Lower Ferelden. Our presence in Orlais is recent, which is why I resorted to subterfuge. We have militia elsewhere, and they can be made expendable for your purposes.
Tell the snot splash no already. Not saying again.
And we're going to keep pushing it.
The servants you killed, they did nothing except talk about what was going on.
You killed my contacts. My friends.
That is entirely true.
Well, that should be that then.
You're the one who empowered them, made their complaints a threat. Perhaps you should have warned them about talking to you.
3, 2, frigging done!
Now, we could have given her the option to do this, or had him work for us. But since we keep pushing, she just does what she's gonna do. Which is this.
Frigging bastard, shitebag pissface! Eat it, you lop-eared son of an arsenal rot
Sarah!
piece of...
Sarah!
What?
You've got some options here. But he was a dick, so
I
fuck
think you're
him.
done. At this point, you're making wine.
Ugh, that makes it worse. Friends, Inquisitor. Better than his lot any day. What? What do you want? Because I'm still angry. Angry face. And you should thank me for stomping the smile off that arse. He was getting in your head.
And you can argue with her and piss her off, but... Again, that guy was a dick.
What I
Fuck
think
him.
is best. It wasn't ideal, and I apologize.
What? Really?
Really.
Well, good then. Right, what do you mean? Because I am really not used to that acceptance thing you're doing right there.
Now, her approval rating is high enough that we could initiate a romance with her, even without having hit on her before, but that's not what we're after.
Important, I mean, not fat. But all right, Inquisitor. You're on my good side. We'll see if it lasts.
And that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition.